No,
supposed
just
to.
check it. Yes, fine. I can actually hear you.
Great.
Hey,
And we
everyone.
are live.
Thank you for your patience.
Thank everybody. Thank you, everyone, for your patience. Yo, how is everyone this Sunday morning, afternoon, evening, early evening? Hey, hi, everyone. I love that everyone is already chatting.
That's lovely.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, guys. Hi, Diana. Hi, Juliana. Hi, Marcus.
Hey, Marcus. Hey,
Hey, just another
Juliana.
avatar. Good to see you here.
Bless, Diana. The
Tell
whole
us, guys,
gang's
if you hear
here.
us properly. I think
Danielle.
everything's fine, though. Yeah, it seems to be fine.
Hi, Soul Family. How are you? Yeah, just let us know if our sound is good.
Yeah, I think it's good. It seems to. I think seems to be. Okay, let me just check something real quick.
Cool.
Let me see. Yeah. That's for the most part. I think it's good. There we go.
Great.
Yeah, yeah. I can hear you now.
Thanks, Best. Yeah, hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody. So, how was your week, guys?
Mine was a test if you actually conquer the vice I battled. Hang on a minute, Danielle. For years, it was very intense, but I definitely beat it.
Good.
You go, girl.
Yeah, you do your thing. You got to just keep it pushing sometimes.
All the time.
Yeah. Well, sometimes it's
Congrats.
easy, but sometimes there's time when it's like, what I found out, like where there's resistance or it's a bit more difficult. That's when I usually like to just kind of like push even more because I know it makes a huge difference, specifically in this moment. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hey, right to right. Greetings to you too.
Hey, right to right.
So good morning for some of you because I know I'm seeing
know for
No
the
Pogo
most.
Pronto. I love your name, which is fantastic. No
Yeah.
Pogo Pronto. It's nice to say.
Hey, no
You,
pro.
you saying good morning, although every time I kind of pronounce your name, I mean the name of your avatar, it makes me think about Italy for some reason. No Pogo Pronto, like you know what I mean. So, but yeah,
Hey,
good morning to you guys.
Hey.
Afternoon, wherever you are.
All right. I want to take a minute.
So,
Thank you for my tea, sweetheart.
oh, you're welcome. So Shem, she's back. Yeah. So that was a big shift, isn't it?
It was a massive shift. 7:06 a.m. for me. Oh, thank you for making it.
Wow.
Unless you're, of course, you're an early riser and you're like,
On
I've been up
Sunday.
for 2 hours already. But thank you for being here.
Thank you.
Mind Speak, hiya, and hi to everyone who isn't in the chat but just tuning in and just having your morning tea, coffee, or whatever it is you do in the morning.
Yeah,
man. Just it's been a big week, and I feel that way. And all of our friends who we've spoken to, like, it's been a big week. Obviously, you all saw that I was all the way laid out last week, but low key, high key, coming
low key, high key.
coming on the live really did help, because for me, when I'm meeting you guys, it's like I'm just meeting up with friends and having a good old chat and a natter, to be fair. Real talk. So it was like that. So I was like, oh, it was actually a really good end to a week. I think it was on like the 30th or the 31st, Grace came up to me and she was like, she came up to both of us and she was like, I'm just letting you know, Mom, you're going to go through a purge, and yeah, Dad's going to support you through it. You'll make it through. And I was like,
you'll be all right.
Thanks for that. I don't know how much of that I needed to know right now, but thanks. And she was like, no, you'll be fine. It's just, And I was like, okay. And then Sunday was Sunday. And then what ensued after Sunday? I was like, Grace, understatement. Okay. The purge was real. Okay. Deanna, Danielle, you're gonna feel me on this one.
Diana
Hey
vibing.
Nana.
Hey Nana. Good morning
Um
to you.
yeah, I Monday, Tuesday didn't leave my bed. It wasn't happening. The give wasn't given. It was just taken. It was
Well, it's not give then.
it was taken, yo.
Yeah.
Hey
Hey
Kennedy.
Kennedy. What up? What up? Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
So it was super intense. Um let's actually today we can actually have a real open conversation about shadow work, okay?
but you know, I don't like to call it that.
I know you don't like to call
It's
it
just like,
that,
why shadow work?
but somehow
I
you're
mean, you know, I understand. I get it. I get
you're
it though.
I really do like everyone's work or whatever it is. Find another name and I'll use another name. That's all I'm
Yeah,
saying.
it'd be cool to have another name.
Call another name. Maybe we'll come up with another
Do,
name
do you
during
know?
this live.
Okay, you know what? I think that's what it is. We told to be scared of shadows,
Yeah.
but this is just slight and dark. Like it's everything is shadows doesn't mean bad.
No.
So when we say shadow work, is like reference of
The bad stuff.
light work is the good stuff, shadow work is the bad stuff. Although it gives you clarity, so much clarity.
Like a motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sometimes it is intense and it can be really jarring for some of them experiences. But I like the fact that yeah, it's like work. It's actually like work. That's what it is. It comes down to consist of.
It's shining your torch, isn't it?
Yeah, literally.
In the basement.
Right? Or the attic where you store everything and you know, like for years it's there and yeah, put it in the attic. We're
Yeah.
brushing so much things under the carpet that when you lift up the carpet, sometimes it's just what it is. You give it light. You just lift it up.
We aired it out.
You air it out. Yeah, literally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. I see your name forming somewhere there.
Anyway, maybe we'll come with another terminology. But so Daniel, you say you were
Yeah.
trying.
I was trying, I had the
Bits
beats in, and then YouTube timer didn't shut
oh,
off and I woke up.
tonight.
Oh,
Yeah,
yo, that happens. That really does happen sometimes.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But we had this week we had like profound conversation. Actually, we blessed.
Yeah.
Um, let's
Yeah, we
think
did.
about um, you know, how to really, really not relapse really about certain things and
Yeah, the relapse
remain
out here is real.
centered. Because when you get big shift like this, it makes you feel sometimes that wow, I didn't make any progress. I'm just back right there.
Yeah.
And that's I guess that's the jarring bit.
Okay,
It's like,
look, right to right came through with the nice terminology. I prefer that one. Inner work.
yeah, that sounds great. Yeah, inner work.
There we go. And it's true because we do have a negative connotation towards shadow. So it's like, oh, that's my side, or da 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 da. It's it was the whole part that you deny versus
Yeah,
the
yeah,
that it was that paradigm for me. Like,
yeah. That's what it was. Yeah,
yeah, it was that. And betrayal, grief came up a lot. And I thought that I'd already worked through a lot of my grief, but turns out I hadn't. So what ensued was like a 2-day flush out of crying and unpacking what is the onion of my inner work, and just layers by layer, just going through it, just being like, okay, no, we don't need that. No, no, that we can have a look at it. Nope, that's not going to serve you. I know you want to hold on to that, my girl, but you're going to have to let that one go too. It was a whole lot of that. But afterwards, what I've been able to experience it is lucidity. Lucidity not only in my dream state or my out of body state, but also lucidity in my waking life. Like I'm even more present than I've ever been. Like I'm even more tapped in than I've ever been. Things don't seem so unknown to me or scary to me, you know? And I think also when you do face something like grief, you just kind of you're forced to kind of look at it for what it is, which is you really and truly believing in separation, really and truly believing in the fact that it's even possible for you to miss somebody when the word miss doesn't even exist outside of this realm, outside of outside of the illusion. There is no miss. Everything is always together. Everything is never separated. And then that led me down a whole nother rabbit hole of regret. But then I was like, what is it that I'm regretting? Well, I'm regretting the times that I didn't get to. Oh, I didn't get to see your first steps. I didn't get to see you grow up. I didn't get to see what type of blah, blah, blah you would be, or blah, blah, blah you would be, or what we would become. And it's all of that. And it's like, yeah, but then do you believe in what you see and what you experience or not? Do you believe that when you go over there and you see them that it's real or not? Where are you? Are you going to be 1 foot in or 1 foot out, or are you just going to stand in the truth of it and understand the missing in itself is the illusion? And without judging yourself for it, just being like, let it go. That's why it's crumbling right now for you. You know it's not true. You know it's not true. You know when things happen and synchronizations turn up in your life and clear signs of them are there. You smell them, you see them, you touch them when you're out of body, all of this stuff, even when I'm in body. You hear their voice. You know it's them. Why are you listening to the lie? It's like, because sometimes the lie feels good. Because then I've got someone to blame and something to hang on to. And my violin, you know, I love my violin now and again. I could play my violin a little bit longer.
Yeah. No.
Violin was snatched, folks.
We all did it.
It's fucking snatched from me this week. And I was holding onto the case, kicking and screaming, and they were like, nah, girl. So I gave the case as well.
Just realized it was all you.
And I was like, okay, this feels good. And then I cried for about 15 minutes, the deepest cry I've cried. And then I just forgave it. And I had been having like the most bumping migraine on the right side for the best of 24 hours. I didn't even sleep that night. And as I cried, it just eased. It just released. And I just went to sleep. I went to sleep. That's what sleep is for. Just, I want out. And I just went to sleep. And I woke up and I feel so much better. So, how's you guys' week?
So before we move forward, we're gonna start answering all the questions.
Sure, let's.
I'm just gonna say from now. So the for the full replay, you guys have to go on Ko-Fi. Obviously, it was here, seen obviously the full live, and yeah. So go on Ko-Fi. It's there available.
And obviously, if you're a Ko-Fi family, then you're already gonna get the full.
You already know. Anyway. And yeah, and any booking with Shem for any reading, then same place anyway. So let's move on. So Kennedy, you're saying that I stay still in the meditation for 3 hours straight with binaural beats on. I don't know how you did it, Kennedy. Oh wow. I didn't leave the body, but I got up. I randomly started remembering things that never happened here. LOL, but I was awake.
Bravo.
3 hours is a long time. Like, that's great. That's great. I mean, don't get me wrong. If it's night time, like 6 o'clock, it's okay. But during the day, if you did that during the day, that wow,
Chapeau.
that's yeah. I get so distracted. It's kind of challenging to do for 3 hours, but well done. Yeah, that's cool, man.
How
Yeah.
did you feel afterwards?
Well, like you say, was saying like you
Because
start
remember, she
remember.
didn't even know
Yeah,
happened.
like literally, and things will happen, and you're like, how do I know this thing? I know, been there, like things you just know. It's like wow, and even and it's another things. I guess you referred to it when you were saying what you were going through, but your mind's trying to discredit it as well because
Yeah,
they can't,
big time.
you don't know nothing, so you gotta fight this as well.
Absolutely.
So then you're not seeing your same man speak. Mm. Yeah, you're going to download on your phone something from the Alchemist 369. Yeah, you put up something about
The
432,
yeah,
436
Delta.
Delta up.
Yeah.
That's what I was using. Yeah, that's really useful. Hopefully, I'll be able to finish up soon certain things and make it available as well that could help the community for meditation.
No, you've gone too far up, my love. Keep on going.
Did
down.
I?
Yep. Keep on going. Keep on going.
All right.
There we go.
Where are we here? Okay, there you go. Yes, Shem, that's something you're saying about what you were saying. Just another avatar. Say Shem and Omondi brought it earlier in chat,
Yeah.
but I did a mugwort blue lotus combo tea.
Yes.
Yeah, I saw you were in a
saw.
comment. You actually talk about this.
So how did it go?
I just want to say the mugwort was already doing the job, but bit of a blue lotus.
Fuck me up.
Fuck me up. Okay, the dreams. The
dreams were dreaming.
We're dreaming. Yo, this month we're doing Blue Lotus. We're actually we haven't tried that.
For sure.
Yeah, I want to try it. Melwood didn't do much for me like that. I mean, I was relatively lucid, but I was probably expecting something. Well, just like I don't know.
You didn't stay committed to the mugwort though, babe.
Oh yeah.
Did you have it every night?
Yeah. For a week, I even had too much.
Did you?
Like more than recommended. It's not that I had too much, but it's nasty. I actually like the tea. So I just
tea's nice.
It's like these space cake. You like it, you eat too much. That, but it didn't have an effect on me like that. I mean, yeah, actually no. I tell you like
you had an amazing.
No,
you had
that was
phenomenal.
Yeah, but I wasn't taking it. I wasn't taking it. No. What happened is one thing I've noticed, and I think I talked in one of the live before. I was sitting down on the couch, relaxing, stuff like that. And as I felt not doing enough, but relaxing, I'm thinking like it's almost as I felt like I'm in my body, but I'm of my body. That's how it made me feel. So I wasn't actually sleeping. So I guess because of how relaxed it got me. But when I was sleeping, nothing really happened. So I don't know if there's anything to see. I was lucid. I had few lucid dreams, but and I don't know if I can equate it to taking the mugwort. So that's why I like to try the lotus as well and see.
Okay.
To see what happened.
Okay.
But cool. You combined it together. Well, we'll try that.
Brother, you're brave. I'm doing one by one out here.
So right to right, you say inner work is broader and softer term. Yeah.
Yes.
And I like the definition you gave it as well. Encompassing all forms of self-exploration. For me, it describes engaging the unconscious or hidden wounds into awareness. Yeah. That's Yeah. Like
absolutely that.
Yeah, even just another avatar straight said beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah, it was beautifully said. Hey Jay.
Hey Jay.
We're good. How are you? Yeah, let's keep going.
Hey Aga.
Hey Aga. I think I skipped a few things. You know what? Yeah, there you go.
Hey Stacy.
So Diana is saying you have been having intense emotional releases and headaches too. That's beautiful, Shem. Congrats on the inner work. Yeah, congratulations for that. That was something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And you know what? Unexpectedly as well.
Well, I was warned by Grace. And I remember
actually told you.
I remember the day before saying, Grace, you know I'm a vomit. I'm like, why would you say I'm going to purge? She said, I didn't say you're going to vomit purge.
Before she was projecting on you.
I said, don't project on me. She was like, Mum, this is all on you. I just told you what's coming. I told you what I saw. You do what you want with it. And I was like, yeah, okay. The next day I was like, Grace Foresight 2020. I was like, touche, Gracie, touche. And she
Well,
was
it
like,
is.
"You'll be fine.
Mm.
You'll be fine. We're all here." That
So,
girl, boy.
Kennedy, energized as hell. I was so still. My cats were laying right by me for
Oh,
half the time before my body began to switch. LOL. They damn near was finna
finna
leave
leave
too.
too. They're probably like,
Yeah.
listen, they're probably on the other side waiting for you. Talking about cats. I'm gonna tell you about how my dream was dreaming as well. Just another avatar, because yo, as I said, um after that 48 hours of everythingness, um yeah, my lucid dreaming, my out of body states have been the next level, to the point where like life here and life over there's kind of, dare I say, merging. I saw something that was supposed to be a cat, but I'm not too sure it was a cat. I'm not too sure what to call
Mm.
it. Yeah.
So I got you seeing a lot of inner work for me last week for sure. My mother is in hospital after a stroke, and I am in another country. Yeah, we experienced actually something very very similar.
Yeah, Aga.
So yeah, this is definitely inner work
Yeah.
for you.
Compassion.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, Stacy, hi Stacy. You see, I finally came out of my body yesterday. I touched everything, went through a glass door. I was like, I need to make sure this shit is real. Then went outside and saw purple balloons on my fence.
Oh, lovely.
Wow.
Yo,
Wow.
congratulations,
Yeah,
Stacey.
congratulations. We want to know more. I mean, no, you don't have to tell us if it's personal, but
Yeah.
it's
Yeah,
exciting.
Aga.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, as well, I was thinking about Aga's situation. I know sometimes when you're in another country and things like this happen, it can kind of put you in a state of feeling like you need to be there yesterday. You need to get out. But your thoughts, your intentions, and the love that you send is a real tangible thing. So I don't know what your relationship with your mother is, but whatever message or love or compassion you want to send her in this moment, it will reach her. It will reach her. That I can tell you without a shadow of a doubt. That is in my own experience. That is, yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, Aga. So
Yeah.
hold tight, Aga. Sending you love. And Stacey, the purple balloons. Purple is a really serious color, Stacey, especially when you're on the other side. It's definitely a color of transmutation. It's the color of alchemy. It's the color of royalty. It's the color of remembrance. So yeah, that's beautiful that you saw that. Really.
Purple as well seen as color of success. Whatever endeavors you're into at the moment, it is seen as that as well.
Yeah, that's really beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So congratulations again, Stacey.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I think I skip on. I keep on
It's
skipping
okay.
today.
Use the little arrow, babe.
That's what I did. No.
Nope. Keep on going
All
now.
right.
Down,
It's
down,
down,
down.
down. Okay. Sorry,
Yeah.
guys.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I know the
Hey,
feeling,
Randy.
Stacy. So man speaking saying, yeah, you know the feeling. Yeah, it's like a natural high. Yeah, it's true. Hey Randy, guys, I developed unconditional love for unconditional love as a practice. It's so meta, and I so I saw it, I felt it, I saw how I am God. It's so cool. Yeah, it is a good technique to actually have a conditional love for the fact that you try to practice unconditional love. Yeah,
Yeah.
forgiving yourself at every turn. Even if you want to be ready, but you feel you can't be ready,
Forgive it.
forgive
Love
it.
it.
Yeah, throw some love to it. Yeah, that's really
Yeah, that
great.
is it.
That's one of the best things you can do for yourself. And it's still wonderful.
Unconditional love for unconditional love.
Yeah.
That's a real thing out here, Randy.
Yeah, it's the most loving things you can do for yourself. And the truth is, how can you, even offer unconditional love to anybody else if you can't offer it to yourself?
Yeah.
It's not, there's a saying, they say like charity start at home. Yeah. Well, it's a bit similar. You got to start with you first, and then it will just flow out naturally.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. Just going to tell you my experience I sent over everyone. Okay. I
Okay.
wasn't sure if I was going to make it on the live stream. All
All
right, I'll check
right.
it. It's only because, Stacey, I've been out this week. That's the only reason I ain't even seen them, but I will DM you back straight up. I suppose I follow you in it, Stacey. So yeah,
Cool. Then
I will be
what
chatting to
the?
you.
Yeah.
All right, go down. Keep on going down, my love.
Okay. There
Do
you
you want
go.
me to? I'll man it. You know.
Do you know what? I don't know
I'm
what's
not
going
too
on.
bad, am
I
I?
don't know what's going on
Finally.
today. Like my fingers is not really. My hands, whatever that is.
And it's Stacey's favorite color.
Oh.
Aga, thank you for sharing. Yeah. Now, Marcus is saying, yes, I always see purple and orange, then it blends. Yeah, that's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, it is.
I love it when it's in the sky when I'm out. And I see that in the clouds. It's beautiful. Okay, so Randy's like, you can't give to others what you don't have.
Yeah, for real.
That's literally what got me through childhood when I didn't get shit from certain things that I thought I needed from my parents. I would be like, you know what? They can't give you what they don't have. Done.
Yeah, that was my big realization personally, because I don't talk to them. But that's why I had to just come to that conclusion. I was like,
yeah, they
I'm
don't
here
have
asking,
it to give it.
I'm
If
here
they
asking something from someone, and I'm rather than just check if I can give it to myself, because it was like a twofold things. It was like they can't give it to me anyway because they don't have it for themselves. But can I give it to myself then? And that was challenging though, because it's like, sometimes it feels like the heart wants what the heart wants, but the heart is sometimes wants from a place of distortion. So I had to just rearrange a few things. But yeah, absolutely, Randy, man.
Yeah, man.
Kennedy,
Randy.
yeah, we project what we got. Yeah, Kennedy, for sure.
Absolutely. And sometimes we really and that's another thing about worship. I realize as well, we come in and we worship not only people, but archetypes. The archetype of parent, the archetype of what it is to be a parent, what it is to have a parent. I'm your mother, so you should bat. Based on what pedestal did we do that? Oh, because I'm supposed to just, that's like a card to just ultimate worship, and then I could do anything I want. It's a free pass, like, or the opposite way around. That's my mother. So what? You're gonna let them rule your whole entire life and have you way out of alignment just under the guise that. And I'm like, how many things did I pedestal outside of people saying, okay, like the normal stuff, celebrities, whatever else we think that is the obvious ones. We're the least obvious ones. And it's like, okay, so once you get out of the people, what about ideas? Ideas about yourself that you've put up on a pedestal. And then once you rip all of those things back, you kind of realize, was I worshipping something about myself that kind of just didn't need to be worshipped at all? That was only going to end up tearing down. So I could stay where I'm at and justify it by like, oh, well, I'm only human. So
yeah,
that worship thing goes so deep. That's another thing that we are asked to face now, that we're asked to forgive in ourselves now. All of the everythings that we have ever worshipped.
I'm saying, Randy, you're saying my only fear is in being alone in this other side. Okay, I was looking at my family and I saw that our they are God, but they don't know yet. Yeah, yeah. So
You're not
everyone,
alone.
because everyone has their own set plan. Like the soul has decided, when they're gonna wake up or not at all. Um, we can't force anything. That's the thing, and that's probably the hardest lesson. One of the hardest lesson to learn, because like you were referring about, what people can't give you what they don't have. It's the let go, like the power you have to truly let go. Not
Yeah.
saying you so I don't care, la la la, and have apathy for it. No, you truly let go. You understand what it is. You understand what they're choosing. And matter of fact, actually, I understood before I kind of like really realized that we all decide this and how we're
Mm.
gonna wake up. I decided to truly let go, because it was doing me more harm than anything else, and I was getting upset about the fact that don't it doesn't really move them. They don't really react. They should be reacting, and I have expectation. But then now, knowing what I know anyway, that on a soul level, we all decided at this time we will wake up or not, then I'm even more at peace with it. Because
Yeah.
ultimately, even if they never wake up, they'll find out eventually what is it
Yeah.
going on the other side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been on the other side to see like what's going on with them as well. And there is a aspect of them that is fully awake. And that's the aspect that I interact with them mostly with. Now, sometimes I'm called to walk in their dreams, so that they can give me a message or ask something about me. I was called to a family meeting. That was another thing at which I went. And little backstory, I come from a line of people who have always been healers, readers, um, energy workers. It's a whole thing. Like on a Caribbean tip, like the mother line is that line there. And there's also on the father line as well, but it's the mother line on the father side. And yeah, I was called to a family meeting where I like had to meet up with a couple people who passed away as well. And they were basically there to kind of like say to me, like, are you believing in Satan now? Is this what you are doing? And they basically had a problem with it. Like, what do you mean? What you're saying is blasphemy. Do you realize that? And then trying to test, like, okay, if you say that you're psychic and if you say that you've got all of your stuff online now, like, tell me this and tell me that. And trying to basically test, like, what my abilities are. And I was like, look, my ability is to know that I don't have to answer to any of you guys. I just have to do my work in integrity. So running up and down and running through hoops for anyone, you ain't got to run through hoops, and I certainly don't. And I was like, I love you all and I'm out. Like, this is me. I will always love you. And that's that. And I just dipped. I was like, I'll come, but I'll dip. And I was at the beginning a little bit upset because the person who'd asked me to come was somebody who's still on this side, but they said, all right, if you could do what you say you could do, come out your body, come to me tonight and we'll go somewhere. And I said, sure. Came out my body, went, saw them. Didn't they have me lined up for some fucking family meeting on the other side? I said, ain't this about a bitch? Okay. But I turned up anyway, and I was gracious and loving enough to be like, yo, I'm past this. I'm really past this. I love you all. You can struggle with whatever you want, but I won't anymore. And I won't see you struggle, and I won't be a part of it. And I just left. That was it. I didn't fight nobody. I don't have to, because I have really accepted that they will get to wherever they have to get to when they've decided to. And I'm not going to pull you there. I don't have to pull you there kicking and screaming, because this is not a religion. This is your personal state of being. This is going to be a solo event on everybody's behalf. You know, you could come to how many conferences or seminars or readings or activations you want. You're going to do it when you're all ready to do it and when you and your soul has decided to do it. And that's that. But remember, the day it happens, it was you who did it for you. It wasn't someone else who did it for you.
I wanted to address quickly again what Randy said, because seeing that you were talking about what you were fearful of is being alone in this, other side. um, but the thing is, you're never alone. For me, I had to, because I wanted a mother figure and a father figure that was mine. I had foster parents, so they were that, but obviously this had its own limitation, and obviously because they kind of were paid to look after me, it doesn't quite feel the same. So I was longing for that, but then I realized that you are mother, you are father, and as I had experience where, like I said before, in these experiences, I was a woman as well. While I was looking outside of myself, I realized I had within, so that I had both of the energy, the mother and the father energy within me, and that is the thing that made me feel never alone, no matter what. Like, I'm never alone. I'm always with my other soul, with my soul, my higher self. We're always in communion with one another. But because I was so detached from it, I was always seeking this nurturing from outside of myself. And part of applying a conditional love to myself was to get back into that communion, with my higher version of myself, so to speak. And I even saying higher version, I am that version, but if that makes sense from where we stand here. But yeah, so that's what I would say. So you're never really alone. That's just the illusion. It doesn't exist. Loneliness doesn't exist, although we play the role of being the only one here.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
yeah.
Laura.
Hey Laura. And Randy, you said another thing. You see, I pressed that little
Oh,
thing, and then
that's where the things fall apart.
the thing for that's it. I
Yeah,
think we
run that back.
Yeah, Randy, what got me pushed through fully is what Darius said. I'm just going on to what Randy said, following
Yeah.
to what you say. Love is active, not passive, and it's so true. Observing all my acts with so much love, including my love. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true.
It is.
Um,
It is.
yeah, um,
It is such a. It's a force. It's
yeah,
it's it's a force of nature. It
yeah, yeah.
is a force of nature.
Yeah. I'm gonna address what just another avatar said to Jay Shah. Because Jay Shah, you're referring to the fact that the first time you had an OBE, you don't know. Obviously, you didn't know what it was. That's why you thought you were dead. A lot of people experience that.
A
That's
lot,
just a
yeah.
normal things. And why wouldn't you think any other things but that? You're seeing your body, you had your
Considering
body.
what we were told all
Consider
this
what we were
time, yeah.
told. Yeah. Um. And I say, I'm seeing like just another avatar. You're saying that technically having an ND, um you are having an ND when you have an OB. Yeah. Do you know what? It's I heard someone, well, I heard it a couple of times, not just one person saying that every night you die. That was that's before even the idea of OBE came
I've heard that.
on the scene. I used to hear that all the time.
I heard that
Every
in the
night
song.
we go and die. Uh,
Every night we die a little.
every night we die
I
a
heard
little.
that in the
Yeah.
song. Yeah.
And there's a truth to that. So that reminds me of that when you said that. So
Yeah.
yeah, Man Speaks, you say, when I felt unconditional love from source for the first time, I felt it in my heart. My mind was only a channel of communication with it. It it hits like a load of bricks. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
would,
does.
for
It
sure,
does. It does.
for sure. Randy, you're answering Manspeak as well, seeing that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes me feel less alone. Glad to hear there are others who
Who
did
did
the
the work?
work. Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Blessed. You're saying just had a great convo with someone on last night, and that subject came up. Yeah, worship of archetypes.
Yeah.
Just have to forgive it and be freed of it. Definitely. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Do you know, here's the thing with worshiping is we we taught this. I mean, you grew up and it's just the way it is. You say, yeah, this is the authorities, and so by definition, you're on a system of worshiping and hierarchy, and where there's someone on top, and you have to answer to that person, and even without going to work, it's how the system is inbuilt. It's just not crumbling, but yeah, for sure.
So Mind Speak says, I'm glad, Randy. That warmed me. We are not alone. We are one. Yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why also when you do go through these experiences, you can feel what other people feel. You can, especially if you've gone through instances of experiencing lives that you've had or lives that you're having, different instances of yourself, and you can feel it in 360. You feel the person, you feel everybody else's emotion, what they're thinking, what they're feeling. That's when you really start like tapping into this one thing is real out here. Like you're like
yeah. Mm.
so that all goes to just let you know that yeah, we're all from source, isn't it?
Yeah, we are.
So Kennedy's saying, ooh, before I forget, you should check out Genie Dot. Yeah,
Yeah, we know.
we're looking to get him on
Gender. Yeah, we're
because
looking to get him on him.
the first time I saw him was on Cash with Cash, because Cash had him on his podcast, and I was like, yo, this Genie guy is fire. So, and I was watching him this morning. So yeah.
Oh, we're about to chop it up.
Yeah. Oh
Yeah, for
yeah,
sure.
we're about to chop it up. So
Yeah.
yeah. We're gonna reach out.
Yeah, so blessed. You think, yeah, right, Shem. I like how Lisa Harrison puts it, the individual inside job idea.
Yeah, it is exactly
sure.
that. When she said it, I was like, yep, that.
Mind speaking, I also recommend Ra Cloud. The
Okay.
Paradigm Experience did an interview with him. Ra's channel is gold.
All right. I'll check him out.
Okay. Well, we'll
Or
check this
her out. I'll check them out. Okay.
Yeah, so Brandy saying, imagine the fraternity we will
All share.
yeah, from having
gone
gone
through
through
that solo
the
event.
event. Yeah.
It's the truth.
If anything, you begin to build relationship without the codependence.
Yeah.
So that's the thing as well.
Which is scary. Building a relationship without codependence feels at first scary. It feels like you could lose that whole entire relationship. And at times you find yourself asking if the relationship is going to come out in the wash. You're like, should I put this in the washing machine? Because maybe I'm going to lose the whole logo at the front. But
that's a good way to put it.
Yeah. So and yeah, and if you do what? That's what the real question is. And if you do, then what?
Is that not what happened with cheap clothes?
That's it. Put it in the wash and find out. Because it's all gonna fall away anyway. All these things that aren't true to us are gonna fall away. Do you want it to fall away gently, or do you want to just get it stripped from you? Because you can pick whichever experience you want. You could choose to do all of this shift, upgrade, activation, whatever name we want to put on it, remembrance. You could choose to just do it, enjoy smoothly, through joyful moments, through soft understandings, or you can hold on for dear life and have it ripped from you. It's up to you. It depends what flavor you prefer.
Yeah, and I think as well is the okay. If you want to begin to make your life better, a part of it's about leaning to what you know it's true, how this universe work. If you always have negative expectation, then negativity will follow. But if you begin to want something positive in your life, if there's a change that must happen, you probably better off assuming that it's positive change. But if you always, because we come from fear and distortion, we always tend to think, oh my gosh, yeah, what if this happened? What if that happened? And we go into this mind soup will create this mind soup. So it's a good starting point where you think, you know what, from now on, when I'm facing a challenge, a mental challenge, then I will lean towards something that is only purely positive, because the rest will be handled for me, and relinquish the need for control, because it's always trying to define what these universal laws are and how it works. You feed it more bullshit, you get more bullshit. You feed it great stuff, it give you more great stuff.
But this is where I think forgiveness comes in, sweetheart, because the whole point of it is that we haven't forgiven the past happenings. If
Yeah.
if you've always been in relationships where you've relied on someone and they've let you down, for you the calculation is in your mind that when I have relationships, they only let me down, so therefore I will not go after certain relationships. So it's like a self-reinforcing thing, and that's because you haven't let go
But
of the things that have come before it. So you're not even in a space where you can allow the new to unfold, because you're still holding on to the old narrative around it.
but that's why you bring it to the to basics, to what principle are you trying to adopt now? Is it a codependency? No, it is not. Most of the time it's like, I can't keep on being codependent, and build these highly toxic codependencies with people around me, because all that does is get me disappointed and feeling, betrayed and all of that stuff. If that is your new steps forward, that you got to stick to that. You got to say, okay, in the sake of not looking outside of myself, what would be the outcome? Only positive outcome. But the minute you start being in fear, that's when things start, going sideways. And part of indulging in fear is a codependency in itself.
Yeah.
You are codependent to
On
the
fear.
paradigm of fear. Change can only be ruled by fear.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. So if you were here asking you, it's about being in alignment with what you're asking for. And I would say, even if you're asking absolute bullshit, what people see as being bullshit, very negative, then lean into this. Because every time you don't, at least you know what the outcome is going to be. You can predict the outcome.
Yeah.
The problem is we scale because we feel, I can't predict the outcome.
And we want to just be able to predict it.
Yeah. Rather than know that as long as I don't succumb to any fear and stuff like that, I'll be okay, and stick with that. That's what really truly takes you out of this misery.
Yeah.
But
That's the
yeah,
inner work, isn't
yeah, it is.
it? So my speaker's saying, I also recommend, yep, okay, bap. So Danielle's saying, yeah, truth, Shem. I've accepted that with my husband, and I never try to push anything, just have a little conversations here and there. But it will come to him when it's meant to. Absolutely. And that's another thing as well. Like, I was so, sometimes you, right. I don't know if anyone else is going through this, but when I was first like really saying, okay, so this is what name you give this. This is spiritual awakening. Oh, this isn't a personal breakdown. Okay. I realized something, and I was like, if I have to lose what my so-called identity has been attached to, I realized I was codependent, having a codependent relationship with the idea of being married, the idea of what it is to be wife, the idea of what it is to mother, and the idea of what it is to run a family properly. And that in itself was a codependent relationship, because I said, well, who am I if it doesn't look this way? And was I willing to let that go to still walk in my truth? And that's a big question to ask yourself, because you don't get into something like a marriage to say, okay, and you know what? X amount of years comes in, I'm going to rip this shit down because I believe in something else. Could I forgive that? So what if I did? Could I forgive that? If it meant me walking in alignment and actually turning up authentically for my family, was I willing to do that? And that's a huge thing to have to go through. So anyone who is going through that, I feel you. Okay. It's not a question I haven't asked myself. It is not a process that I haven't had to sit down and really just be honest about. Like there is there is freedom on the other side of that. And it will come out in the wash, and whatever it looks like, it's going to look like. And you are going to love yourself regardless. And that's the whole point of the unconditional love thing. You don't get to pick what it's going to look like. You just know you're going to love it regardless. You know, like when you're having a baby, you don't know what the baby's going to look like. You just know you're going to love it regardless. It's got to be like that with the situations in our life, folks. The choices we make sometimes, especially if you know that when you got the idea, when you got that spark for it, it was in a place of calm. It was when you were by yourself in a good place, thinking the most highly for yourself. And that idea came in, that spark came in, that desire came in. And now you've taken aligned action, but now you're second guessing it. When you move forward in that aligned action, you got to love that outcome no matter what, because there is no wrong. You see what I'm saying? It's what we've just tried to do the math on and say, no, that's going to be wrong. That's going to be wrong. So then we don't move forward. But then why do we still feel stuck? So this is all that inner work.
Yeah.
That's what all of that is.
Yeah, I think there's fundamentals as well to understand. You know, I mean, you probably all heard this saying with great power come great responsibility. And that's true. I mean, there's a lot of things being said, but what's true is true if you use the terms appropriately or understand them appropriately. So most of us are like, I want my life to change. I want to be in control. I want to be empowered. I want to be in my great power because you're God. So therefore, you're going to have great responsibility, mean the great ability to respond to situations.
Yeah.
That's what it really means. So when you ask this, these are the things that comes through. So then what it does is anything happening in your life, you're the creator of it. You just were not aware of it, so you can forgive yourself for that. But now you begin to be in your awareness, you begin to change things. And I guess to some extent it can scare a lot of us because we're like, wow, now I can't have any excuses. But you never needed any excuses. All you needed is to be empowered and begin to truly change your reality and have a better experience. But the ability to respond to that is important, about understanding and accepting that's just the way it is and the way this works. These are fundamentals that we'll begin to understand and being able to be more comfortable with change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Jay's just talking about, you know, how for 20 or 10 years ago that he didn't even know when he was having spontaneous OBEs, he didn't know what was going on. He just thought, okay, I'm dead again.
Listen.
Yo, Jay, when you chat that,
yeah, I
when you chat about that, I swear, Jay, I'm like, yo, I feel you. I used to be seen like, okay, well, there's some more dead people there and then what was that Bruce Willis film that came out?
Which one?
The one where it's like, I see dead people.
Oh, Sixth Sense.
There we go. When it spun me. Because I was like, am I dead? Because I'd be seeing dead people.
But you know what got me got me thinking, it makes me laugh is the fact that you saying, well, I'm dead again, rather than realizing I'm immortal. So I keep on dying, coming back. So no one, not really can kill me. But yeah, that's awesome, Jay. I mean, at the end of the day, you're who you are now today. I mean, you said 10 years ago. Like, that's a long time to go through these things. So now you nothing can surprise you when it comes to OBs, I guess.
Yeah, he's deep in it.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mind Speaker saying the grand dream of existence would be boring if only one being was experienced it. Yeah, that's why we all exist and relate to each other, duality, etc. To know what it means to be a self. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then Danielle is like, yeah, love paradigm experience. we'd love to see a conversation with them. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, well,
Okay.
we'll talk to the truth is we'll talk to anybody. Like for us, it's not a problem.
It's really not a
We're like,
problem.
hey,
Just
if you change my mind, great for me because guess what? I expanded, and that's just the way we see it.
um atj.collab@protonmail.com. Email.
Yeah,
If
for
you've got
sure.
experiences that you wish to share, we'll have a conversation, sit down, come through. That's it. It's simple as that. We'll figure out the date, come through, we'll share.
Yeah, have a good time
Yep.
talking about stuff, like trying to expand our mind, our consciousness. I say mind, we should expand our consciousness. The mind is just the tools, ready, guys. Do you know you gotta help me for
Yeah,
this? What am I doing
I
today?
don't know what you're doing
I'm
today.
just-
I don't want to,
oh my, making a mess out of this. Did I skip all of this?
all of that.
Sorry, guys.
Brother, don't.
Actually, as soon as I say thank
Mm.
you for your patience. I'm out here skipping all these great questions.
Here we go. Here we go.
Um, you go.
Just another avatar said, Danielle, I feel that. I'm in the middle of a divorce, and truthfully, that's the situation to put yourself in a relationship. Yep. You're absolutely right. These ideas can't be forced onto other people. No,
No.
they have to come to the conclusion on their own. Yeah, it's so true. Um, and as well, sometimes these things they don't all happen at the same time. You know what I mean? Like the even between me and Omondi, like these things didn't happen at the same time. Like he didn't he when he had his burnout, I think I've spoken about this in another video. When he had his burnout or when he had his other spiritual awakening, like part of it, I wasn't here for it, folks. I thought this is a whole load of bullshit. Like you switched up on me. In fact, I thought I thought I was being betrayed. Like it was betrayal to me. Straight up. Like I felt like I've been betrayed. I felt like who the fuck did I marry? I felt like if you were gonna wait this long to just switch up on me, what the fuck? Like it's a whole bag. Like I sympathize. Like I honestly I have compassion for it. Yeah, now we're on the other side of that, but when people tell me about these things like, yo, my partner's not doing this, I freaking feel you. Like, it isn't a given.
I think one thing is happening is we're not told the truth, therefore we're not telling ourselves the truth. So burnout, it doesn't fucking exist. They use that word just to refer to work, and it's nothing to see with work. It's an awakening. You're having your awaken. You don't see the sense of certain things. For me, music, art, is my thing. Always been my thing. I love music. I love art. I love creating it. So that was out of the question. The idea of me giving up on who I am because that's who I am. So every time there was the conflict, because Shem couldn't understand at the time because for her it was like, yeah, but you posing, yeah, and I needed something else. We were in the music business for the past, well, not probably almost 20 years. And it was too much about money and no more about music. And for me, I understood that I needed money, but it was too much effort for how little the gains became.
Yeah.
And it stopped making any sense. And also plans we had couldn't come to fruition because it's like a bit of like a carrot where you keep on doing this. Yes, you do get paid, but somewhat your personal projects getting pushed back further and further. So a lot of things like that. I didn't resonate with that. There's nothing to see with music or creating any sort of art at the time. So for me, it wasn't awakening. I just didn't realize what that was. And it's funny, it was at the time where I had a huge question about NDs. That's most not question. I was obsessed with NDs.
Okay.
Literally
Thank
obsessed. Okay, fine. Obsessed with NDs.
Thank you.
Every video things I've seen about NDs, I used to send it to Shem.
Do you remember you used to send me messages and I never used to reply?
I know. and guys, bear in mind, I never been
how can
fine.
you live with someone
I've
and not answer their messages.
But I used to, you know what it was? I used to, I used, uh, that's right. I judge you for it.
Looking back, I'm like,
no,
that was
I don't actually judge it. I understood it. So basically, sorry, guys.
Oh shit.
So basically, what I'm saying is it was a time when, for me, I was obsessing about this thing, and I've never been the type of person to go to a psychic. Most of the psychic went to or
Yeah,
things like
'cause
this
I
in the
dragged you
past.
there.
You dragged me there. I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, I, did. I knew it was true. What some of them were saying and stuff like that, because during my childhood, I was experiencing a lot of what people like to say paranormal stuff, hearing voices and all of that stuff. So I well and knew this. I never a doubt, but I needed to know more.
Yeah.
And I always, and if there was some things I put on the screen back then, I was like watching a lot of things about the ETs coming here with the technologies and other beings being there and stuff, because I always knew it to be true regardless of what anyone was saying. And there was a time, you're talking about like maybe 15 years now, 10 years or
Yeah.
something like that. So at the time, YouTube barely existed.
Yeah.
But then I had all these things and I was obsessed with it. To the point that at night time I used to put the screen on and I had to play on the whole night. It was that crazy. But
Why
anyway,
have I
so
got a NASA feed on my telly
what
waking me up at 4 a.m? Like, what is
I was searching for the
good?
truth at the time, but that's like a long time ago. Now we see things have moved on. You can see all the changes, people talking openly about NDs, OBs, and the rest. At the time, not a lot of people were talking about this stuff.
Yeah.
And then so it looked from Shem's point of view that my interest shifted, although it never did.
No, it was, for me, it was like, okay, you don't want to work music with them, but work music though, with me.
Becky, it was too much work at the time.
I know.
It was so
I know.
it was too much work the way, because we're still going to do it the way they were doing it.
Yeah, you wanted to change the way.
And that for me, I started being numb to it.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, can't believe that's what's going on. But giving up was never an option. So inside of you that it's not. So people will say, it's burnout and all that stuff. It's not. It's nothing to see with it.
But in fairness, though, if you hadn't gone through that, I wouldn't have to ask myself real questions.